today we're doing a chatty get ready with me video using makeup that I've been loving lately. Wait until they get cute. I love it. No way. You see that? Ooh. We're gonna start with foundation. This is the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. I believe it's like a medium coverage. This is one of my very favorite foundations. It's the shade 8. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites because it gives you really nice coverage. It has a natural finish as per its name. Yeah, because it's called Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. It does give you a soft glow to the skin and it wears really nice. This one and the House Labs foundations are some of my favorites. And if you're wondering what's going on with my hair, this is day 3 hair and I didn't know what to do with it for the video. And then I remembered that a couple of days ago, I was watching a Lady Gaga video where she uses her makeup line. Let me show you what, yeah, this is a video that I'm talking about from the Sephora channel on YouTube. And I remembered how she was wearing her hair. I'm like, that's an excellent way to keep the hair out of my face, up so that it doesn't make me hot, away from my neck. And I am hoping that it helps to give me nice bouncy curls by the time I take them off, the pins, the clips, because I am very much a beginner when it comes to hair. I don't have a lot of tools. I have these 2 kinds of pins to kind of like hold the curls, to pin them to my head. For concealer, I'm using the Hourglass concealer in the shade Apricot. I like this concealer because it is full coverage, but it doesn't look heavy. It's not drying. And what I did not know is that it also is available in a mini size. I don't know if you can get the mini size on Sephora as well, but here on their website, it's available. So that's a great option. What else? Full coverage, weightless, waterproof concealer. Yeah, this is a really good one. Let me just put it on everywhere that I have a little bit of redness, darkness, etc. I debated whether to use their skin tint or their foundation as my base, but the skin tint is just too sheer. It is way too sheer. I like more coverage in my base products. I guess for an everyday running errands kind of day, okay, yes, I'd be fine using the skin tint. But if I'm gonna wear a skin tint, I would rather wear the one from Dennis & Meyrick's Yummy Skin Serum because it has more coverage. Now for contour, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Wand. Yes. Tarte really killed it with this product. It's really good. They're obviously going for a, trying to copy the Charlotte Tilbury contouring wand. Come on, why isn't it coming out? Okay, because it was, I need more to come out. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, I think they did an amazing job with this product. It doesn't dry as quickly as the Charlotte Tilbury does. And I think it's a little lighter as well. It just blends in really easily. It's just a very user-friendly product. It doesn't seem to be fussy at all. And this is also a brush from Tarte. It's perfect because the bristles are really like short and dense. So you just need to tap and it'll move and blend the product. It gives you a lot of control. But here I'm just tapping it mostly in place so that the contour stays right where I put it. A little bit on the nose while we're at it. And while this is a ginormous brush to blend out nose contour, I'm just being lazy. All right, we're moving on to bronzer. And one thing that I don't love about these palettes is that the pan size is not big enough to fit your brushes if you like to use big face brushes like me. For example, this is one of the bronzer brushes that I use. You see the size difference? It's gonna get all over the adjacent pans if I use that brush. Also, I like to use this brush for bronzer and it's also pretty big. And I understand that it's very convenient for travel, that for sure, to have all your highlighter, blush, and bronzer and finishing powder in one palette, super convenient. Anywho, so I'm gonna use this brush because it's smaller. This is a Rougher 24. I don't know how this is gonna work because, okay, yeah, it fits in the pan, okay. Yeah, but it is dense and I normally don't like using dense brushes for my bronzer. I prefer them to be fluffy, but this is working, especially because I do remember that the bronzer, it didn't show up quickly. Like I had to build it up, probably because I was using a fluffier brush, whereas with this denser one, it might be working out even better actually, because I am getting more of the pigment payoff that I want. I like that this bronzer doesn't look like it's too warm. It doesn't seem to be pulling orange. The one from the Elephant palette from last year definitely is warmer. Yeah, I actually like how this bronzer is looking with this denser brush. I remember being a little bit disappointed when I was using the fluffier brush, being like, why isn't the bronzer showing up on my skin? Okay, I need to do a better job of getting it on my hairline. And if you haven't tried their powders, I highly suggest you do. You're gonna love them. Now I'm gonna get started on the eyes. I'm gonna use the same bronzer and use that to start defining the crease. We're not gonna get a lot of depth out of this bronzer, even if I tried. Like if I'm concentrating it here in the outer corner. I mean, we get something, but we're really using the bronzer as sort of like a transition shade and just to start adding warmth to the lid. I think I've said this several times, but I like to add some color here under the brow. I'm gonna add some eyeliner. This is the Natasha Denona brown eyeliner. Yeah, so the jellyfish was too light. I got the impression that this one was also too light because of what I was telling you about the bronzer, that it took several layers to build. Yeah, now I know that I should have used a different brush. And I'm just gonna go over that eyeliner with my Rougher 23 brush. This guy is so useful. It's a tiny little brush and it makes detail work like this just so easy. Let's see, should I try to get a flick out of this? I don't know. I always find myself in this predicament because I always want to do some sort of little wing, but it not always comes out decent. I guess that is sort of decent. Let's see. Okay, yes, tight line. Must tight line. I love how your eye look changes after you tight line. This is really a key step in my book. Okay, now let me show you how the highlighter looks on the eyelid. I'm gonna use the same brush that I used for the, this is a highlighter, yes. No, but oh my God, this is a snake palette. No, let me get it out of here. I don't want to get confused. Okay, yes. So this highlighter, let's put it on the eyes, because if you are using this palette as your one and only all-in-one face palette, I want you to see what sort of effect you can get. And I quite like it. I think that the highlighter definitely shows. You can see it. It's adding the highlight, the radiance that I want on the eyelid. It is noticeable. It's very pretty. I'm actually gonna put it also in the inner corner. Yep. All right, for mascara, I'm gonna use the one from Give, the Can't Stop Staring mascara, which I am enjoying. So I'm gonna do that, I'll be right back. Okay, just to show you, here's a before and after with the mascara. I'm really enjoying it because I find that the applicator, you see the little ball on the tip, makes it very easy to grab every single lash. So this mascara has quickly become one of my top drawer mascaras. Telling you, this little ball tip is super handy to coat the inner lashes that tend to be much shorter than the rest. And this is what the mascara looks like. I made a little bit of a mess on one side, but that's okay. I will take care of that in a minute. Now for the eyes, I do want to add more intense sparkle. So I have the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Reflect. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I love it. So yeah, I wanted to show you like what kind of look you can get with the palette by itself, but we're gonna take things to the next level here with this sparkle. Oh, it's, oof, look at that. It is so pretty. Add some more. Get it on the inner corner. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's not forget about the lower lash line. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of bronzer with the same brush that we've been using. I'm just gonna pinch it and run it on my lower lash line. Oh my God, you guys, my friend's dog is having puppies. She just had 8 puppies. She's a Labradoodle. Imagine the cuteness overload that she is going to have once the puppies, hold on, I need to clean up. Yeah, let me just attempt to clean up the mascara here off of the the lower lash line, because I want to put some bronzer in there. So as I was saying, she was sending me pictures. They were born about 3 or 4 days ago. I had never seen what a puppy looks like just as a newborn. They are not cute, let me tell you. They look like little rats. They haven't opened their eyes yet, and they squeal. So imagine having 8 little rats squealing, but wait until they get cute. She's gonna want to keep all 8 of them. Okay, I'm gonna get some more of that glitter on the other eye. Yeah, because look at the difference. You see that mega sparkle on this side. Okay, so here we go. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna move on to blush, starting with this more mauve-y marbled. It's called Mood Exposure. The one that does give you a different effect on the cheek is this middle one, because it's much more vibrant. It's more pigmented. As you can see with this one, the Mood Exposure that I'm putting on right now, build slowly, which it's nice for every day to, you don't have to be too careful when applying it. The finish, I don't know if you can see, it's sort of like a sophisticated, elegant glow. The radiance that this gives your complexion, it's never too much. Oh, sorry for the dry lips. Let me get some lip balm while I continue looking at the cheeks. Actually, no, I need to look down. Whoops, where is my lip balm? So, this lip balm is from Summer Fridays. I love how this smells. It's like a vanilla. What's the flavor? Vanilla beige. Ah, much better. Okay, so now we're gonna go into this middle one. This one is that new shade. The one new shade that you get in this palette called Ethereal Flush. You see that? Just boop. There, you can see how much pigmented it is. Let me actually tap it here on my wrist to get rid of some of the excess. Yeah. Now that's a lot punchier. Let me bring it up to the temple. Yeah, so here we can see a difference in pigmentation, saturation of the pink, right? I am just going to put a little bit of the blush up here in the forehead, a little bit on the nose, kind of tie everything together, just slightly. Okay, let's do some highlighter, shall we? Now this highlighter, I'm gonna go in with a light hand, because you saw the intensity that we got on the eyes, and that is not what I want on my cheek. So I'm taking a little bit, tapping it off on my wrist, and let's see, let me give you a good angle so you can see it building up. Ideally, probably there. I mean, I already see a glow, but here's more glow. Tap it off. And that's all the glow I want. Let's do it on the other side. Yeah, I have plenty of glow going on, but we're gonna put it on anyway. And there's some more glow. I am also going to put it here above my brows, on the temples. I am going to put a little bit on my nose with my finger. You see that? Ooh, it is pretty intense. Blend it, blend. Perfect. Then a little bit here in the bridge. Let me grab some more. Bridge of my nose, blend it in. Cupid's bow. Hold on, let me tap it off here, okay, beautiful highlighter. I do want to tightline my waterline. Okay, I am just gonna add liner to my waterline. It's the same brown one that I was using earlier. Now I'm going to set with powder some areas of the face, like under the eyes, the concealer, and along the T-zone. And I'm gonna use the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I am going to take my puff. You can get these on Amazon. And then I'm gonna tap it here on my hand just to distribute the powder evenly on the puff. And now, let me just buff out the creases here. Now press it into the under eye. Grab a little bit more powder. And I'm also going to put some powder here on the smile lines. down the sides of my nose, inner cheeks. All right, moving on to the finishing powder. We're gonna use this one from the one in the Leopard palette also. And I'm thinking, what brush am I gonna use? Because normally for finishing powders, I use big fluffy brushes. I'm just gonna use this one from Sigma. It's an F10 powder slash brush. And I'm just gonna be careful. This is a finishing powder. I do not want to go into the highlighter by mistake. So there. So you just have to be careful, but this brush is working. And I'm gonna use this all over the face. It'll add a little bit of glow and it'll give you almost like a airbrushed effect. Really, all of Hourglass's powders give you a sort of airbrushed effect. And with a finishing powder, it also kind of blends everything together. So you get a more seamless finish. So just put it all over. If you had any like harsh edges going on, this finishing powder is also going to help soften and diffuse everything. Wonderful. Before I do the lips, I'm just gonna let down my hair. Let's see how this ends up looking. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is not it, you guys. This is not it. All right, whatever. I think I pinned it the wrong way. Like this strand is going in instead of going out. All right? Why so complicated? Let me just try to tuck it behind my ear. Okay, I'm in the mood for a reddish lip. I am going to use my Maracuja Juicy Lip from Tarte in the shade Strawberry. Smells like coconuts. And for lip liner, I'm using Structure from Pat McGrath. Okay, I think I found, or I thought of a solution. If I just, since the curls are going the wrong way, if I just flip it, then they should be going the right way. Does that make any sense? Hey, that's not too bad. Yeah, okay. Maracuja. Oh, hold on. Let me just kind of blur out the lip liner because I don't want a sharp line. Oh, I thought this was gonna be redder. It's not. I don't wear this formula often because I do find it quite thick and goopy on the lips, but I love the effect. It gives you mega shine. It feels cushiony. Smells like coconut. I like that. All right, the look is complete. This curl ended up looking like kind of retro, like 50s. Now I know that, oops. Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe I did this. And my finger got caught in Ow. Anyway, I would definitely use all of the shades in this palette. Even though the blushes, these two look sort of the same, this one is more saturated than the other two. The highlighter is a little bit intense, so go in with a light hand. The bronzer, no complaints about the bronzer. I actually really like that it's not pulling too warm, and the finishing powder is just pretty. Unfortunately, I can't capture the before and after of what the skin looks like with the powder on. That's really more of in real life. All of the products that I mentioned will be linked down in the description box. Remember that I do have another video where I go in depth into all of the 3 holiday palettes in case you want to watch that, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you liked this look, that I gave you some inspiration maybe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.